Good morning. My name is Jennifer Gatsi, and I am the director of Namibia Women's Health Network. Namibia Women's Health Network, it's an organization which was created by women living with HIV in 2008. And our main objectives were that we wanted ourselves to become agents of change at local, regional, and national levels. And we also wanted to improvement of the challenges that negatively affect the health and well-being of women and girls. Our strategy was built on program areas: accurate information on sexual reproductive health, prevention of mother-to-child transmission, cancers of the cervix, family planning, and avoiding unwanted pregnancies. And we also wanted to provide information, accurate information. And we also wanted to provide English literacy to our members, because most of our members were coming from the informal settlement and they didn't have the opportunity to have educational background. And we also wanted to provide skills for income generating and food security activities for self-sustenance and addressing the challenges of malnutrition and building confidence to negotiate on safe sex, avoiding reinfection of STIs and particularly HIV. And we also wanted to have vocational skills to start small and medium enterprises for self-employment and job creation. Even though we are a women's organization, we also integrated the youth to be part of us as well, so that we developed this other department which was called Fit for Life, Fit for Work program. But for today, I'm here to talk about our work, especially looking at nutrition, what we have been doing, what kind of training we have been training our women. And our women were mostly focused coming from these areas in the informal settlements and also part of Commerce Rural. We only managed to do our work in Commerce region and Ochozonjuba region and Hadap region as well. So we had members from the informal settlements of Katutura, and we had also mixed settlement. We had Dodabis, and we had Krutob as well, whom we worked with. So what we were trying to do is that we wanted to influence our women to say that I think we need to have residential gardens, 1 by 1 meter, which we can utilize to grow our own organic garden. And everybody liked that idea. So we did our training at Katutura Artisans Project in Katutura, Donkaraok, where we would come and train them, and then they do we do the theory and then the actual practicals, how to develop a garden, because we know our soils, they are not very good. They've got a lot of stone, how to take the stones out, how to dig your own little organic compost. And then after that training, we would go back now encouraging each and everyone to do a 1.1 meter garden at their place of residence. And then we would go and see how is it developing. And it worked very well. But what we also observed is that some of the seeds which we gave them, the people in the community, for them, if they want to sell them, if they've got surpluses to sell, did not identify these kinds of vegetables. So we said, okay, if it's like that, then, and these seeds, like the bitter spinach, they grow so well in Katutura, but people do not know how to prepare them, what are they supposed to be eaten for. But then we had to train our women now on cooking giving them different ways of cooking this spinach and how to market it in the community so that if they've got these surpluses, they can also sell it to the communities. But we were also targeting on kinds of vegetables with nutritional aspects so that at least if they have these vegetables, they can complement what they already eat. Most of them, they eat white maize meal and oshifima from mahangu flour. So we wanted them to say, okay, these are the kinds of vegetables you have got to produce. And also we introduced the herbs. And we had to inform, train them, educate them why herbs were also important. It was a very successful endeavor. We trained them on how to do the organic garden, how to use the dirty water, how to collect water from the rain, so that they don't have to waste a lot of money trying to buy water from City of Windhoek and trying to buy chemicals, but knowing that this is how we should do our gardens. It worked very well. The other thing is that also what we observed is that most of the foods which are here, because we observed it from when there was the food program during the drought, where they were being given food parcels, there were lentils in there which are also very good in nutrition. But most of the women were throwing them away because they didn't know what they were. They didn't know how to cook them. So we had to do also training on how to cook lentils, different kinds of methods of cooking. Everybody loved them. So we encourage as an organization that, you know, women should be part of the agricultural system, whether it's urban agriculture, whether it's informal settlement agriculture, whether it's rural agriculture. Women should be part and parcel of it. They can also work together with the youth, because we saw in Grutop that most of the teenagers, let's say from 18 upwards, they were not interested in agriculture. But the adolescents, they were quite interested in agriculture. They worked together with the women in their home gardens. So how can we bring all these kinds of parts together and put them together so that at least we can start to encourage people to start to grow their own vegetables, their own food, so for long-term food sustainability? I think we'll come up with a solution together. The other thing which I saw, which grows very well in Katutura as well, and also mixed settlements and Dodabis, is the pumpkin. But not many people know that you can also eat the pumpkin leaves. So we had to train them how to harvest the pumpkin leaf, how to cook it, how to prepare it, and how to dry it. Because pumpkin leaves, you can also dry it. And they've got so much nutritional value as well, even for the kids, for putting, for complementing the pap which they cook, for putting in porridges and cooking it together with peanut butter. So all these are the things. How do we share all this? How do we provide skills to the women who have got already skills? But how do we enhance those skills? And how do we make sure that we include women, both young women and older women, and the youth, to come together to start to look at how do we grow our own vegetables, which will be fresh. So this is what I'm going to be providing on, and thanks very much.